In Dundleyville, and at least 10 buildings have been destroyed. 3 of those homes.
9 on your sides. Ivan Rodriguez joins us now live from the fire lines. And Ivan, how are firefighters attacking these flames tonight?
Valerie, Kevin, I'm standing in central Dundleyville right in front of a road closure sign. The deputy here isn't letting anyone except authorized personnel through because officials are saying the road fire is picking up again. One of the latest fires to start in southern Arizona. The Roach Fire is burning over 500 acres and has claimed about 7 buildings and 3 homes, all in 24 hours. Officials say at least 100 people have been evacuated. Some people have decided to stay in their homes against the advice of fire crews. The fire remains 0% contained, and for now, the cause is unknown.
The thing that we have to worry about here right now is the wind direction. If it blows north, the firefighters are going to be in for one heck of a day on Sunday. If it blows south, it'll be blowing back upon itself, which will be good. It'll give the chance for the firefighters to be able to box it in like they want to.
Fire crews here are also praying for any amount of rain to come over the fire. Their goal is to return people to their homes as soon as possible and extinguish the fire within the next few days. Live from Dundleyville, Ivan Rodriguez, KGUN 9 on your side.
Ivan, thanks a lot. After a week of almost unstoppable growth, finally some good news from the Borough fire. The majority of it is now contained. And that is welcome news to Summer Haven evacuees who've been out of their homes for a week now. Saturday, this community received the news it was waiting for. Firefighters are gaining the upper hand on the Borough fire.
And that's going to put us up to 51%.
Praise for the men and women who work day and night, hiking for hours with gear that weighs more than 50 pounds.
They are doing everything they can to suppress the fire, and for those parts of the fire that we can't put firefighters in there safely, we're using the helicopters, and that water helps us to delay the growth of the fire. Mount Lemmon homeowners John and Louise Lynch came to this informational meeting at Saguaro High School to get information and to give thanks.
We'd like to thank all the firemen and everybody who's responsible. Working on it.
Fire managers say they're confident their fire lines will hold, and now they and this fire-weary state wait for rain.
That's our salvation, is the rain.
We need rain.
Kyler Diggs here now, and Kyler, we saw a lot of clouds around the Tucson area tonight, and a couple of raindrops, but when is the big storm going to come?
You know what? That moisture is increasing overnight tonight and into tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be an interesting day around here because, as they were mentioning, the wind off of those thunderstorms could really create problems. However, with the amount of moisture we've got coming in here, we are expecting to see some rain, which might actually help things out finally around here. There's all the fires around Arizona right now, most of them centered around the Mogollon Rim into the White Mountains and then, of course, into the southeast here. Prevailing winds will blow these fires and the smoke from northeast to west, southwest, and kind of rotating around here a little bit. And the smoke, as you can see, will be covering quite a bit of the area from east to west. Now, this will change with the thunderstorms developing because it'll start to get really erratic and blow those storms around. But we've seen a few isolated thunderstorms around here tonight, still seeing just a little bit of activity moving from east to west across from Benson over towards Sahuarita, and then also in the White Mountains continuing to see just a little bit of activity. It's going to mostly come to an end, though, overnight tonight. Here's some rainfall for us, and didn't get anything at Tucson International, but we did get about 1/3 of an inch there just to the west-southwest of Oro Valley, and a few sprinkles elsewhere. We're going to add to these totals tomorrow. We'll explain that coming up here in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Kyler. Teamster workers voted tonight to accept a new 3-year labor contract, so that will keep Suntran buses running. Union and Suntran leaders reached a tentative agreement last night. A Teamster spokesperson tells us tonight 90% of the union workers voted yes. Suntran says both sides and a third-party negotiator worked hard to develop the new deal. We're still waiting to hear the details of the contract. Now, the vote averts what happened 2 years ago, a breakdown in negotiations that led to a 6-week strike. Managers and administrators got behind the wheel to keep some buses moving, but nearly 70,000 riders scrambled to figure out how to get around.
Tucson fire investigators are still trying to figure out what started a fire in a storage unit behind a Tucson business last night. People called 911 about 8:30 after seeing flames erupt from a storage area behind this business on Swan, south of Speedway. The department says the building is undergoing renovations. Firefighters were able to put out the fire in about 15 minutes and saved the building. Nobody was hurt. A big intersection in Midtown Tucson shut down for hours now. 4 vehicles, you see one of them here, crashed at Craycroft and Pima this evening. 2 people were taken to the hospital with serious injuries. These photos come from the Tucson Police Department. Investigators still there mapping out what happened. We're told, though, there is no timetable for reopening the intersection.
New information on a deadly hit-and-run accident that killed a man crossing the street in a wheelchair. That man has been identified as 44-year-old Bonifacio Salazar. The accident happened on Irvington near South 9th Avenue. Police say Salazar did not use the protected crosswalk located less than 100 feet away. Tucson police are still searching for the driver. Police report the vehicle is a dark pickup or SUV and is likely to have damage on the lower body. Now, if you have any information, you're asked to call 911 or 88 Crime.
Still ahead, summer vacations don't always have to involve long lines at the airport or a trip in the car.
Next in our staycation series, well, you can travel back in time to the Old West in just a short drive from Tucson. We'll tell you where. You're watching KGUN 9 on your side.
Old Tucson is a living lesson in history, edited by Hollywood, of course.
In this Good Morning Tucson staycation, Samantha Cortese visits the Wild West that put the old Pueblo on the movie map.
If this town looks familiar, you might be a Western fan. Since it was built in 1939 for the movie Arizona, Old Tucson has been in more than 400 movies, music videos, and TV shows. You might recognize the mission here from Three Amigos or even Tombstone, and the likes of cowboys like John Wayne, Jimmy Stewart, and Ronald Reagan all walked these same dirt roads in Old Tucson.
Picture 90 more guys that side and 90 more guys that way, and we're all standing like this.
Old Tucson is famous for its realistic portrayal of life in the Wild West. With live shows and productions, that makes it a prime spot for kids and families to learn life without luxury.
We've become much more experiential because people want to come in and feel and touch and become part of the Old West, and we allow them to do that here.
The Potters are season pass holders for nearly a decade now.
I like watching Rio Bravo.
And what's your favorite?
McClintock.
They come throughout the year dressed appropriately as an opportunity to teach their daughters about the lifestyle in the movies they love so much.
Well, I've always loved the Old West history, you know, cowboys and Indians, and you come out here and you can be a part of that history. You know, it's like you're reliving it all.
There's a lot of precious memories here, and everything looks a lot like it did before the fire, so it was really nice.
Since the fire that destroyed a lot of Old Tucson in 1995, a lot has been rebuilt and a lot has been added, like this building made out of real boxcars. It's given movie makers a new way to shoot Old Tucson, creating 3 separate parts that in some movies look like whole different towns even though they're right next to each other.
I think Old Tucson is an important part of Southern Arizona's history because of where it, you know, how it evolved from being built as a film set, but also a lot of people don't know that the Tohono O'odham were part of that experience, and so it was the coming together of our cultures. We support summer camp programs for some of our organizations here so that we can keep that history alive through these hands-on learning language, learning about, you know, indigenous foods and the cultures that surround us.
Old Tucson is only open weekends during the summer, but for more information on kids camps and weekend deals, visit kgun9.com. Samantha Cortese, KGUN 9.
My little buttercup.
On your side.
Oh, that got me. That was funny. I do love that movie. Let's check in with Kyler.
It's a good one. I'm laughing with you. I don't know if anybody else is, but I will. But hey, this is something to be happy about. We're going to start to knock these temperatures down. That high of 109 today, going to knock that down. We're going to start bringing those rain totals up, hopefully, over the next couple of days. We've got your forecast coming up.
Kyler, thanks. Plus, an emergency landing in Las Vegas today. What went wrong on this Delta flight? Next. You're watching KGUN 9 on your side. A scary situation for Delta passengers today when their plane was diverted to Las Vegas because of generator problems. Airport officials report one of its Delta flights was on its way from San Diego to Minneapolis when it experienced the mechanical issue. The plane landed safely at the airport. 165 people were on board. No one was injured.
Now, K-Gun 9 on your side first warning weather with Kyler Diggs.
Well, flights in and out of Tucson tomorrow may experience a little bit of turbulence. We'll explain that coming up here in the next few minutes. But today was another hot day across southeastern Arizona. 109 in Tucson, 113 in Phoenix, 84 degrees in Show Low, and 102 in Nogales. Temperatures right now not cooling off all too much, 89 in Tucson. But look at that number in Nogales, 69 degrees. That's because of some thunder showers moving through Santa Cruz County. And speaking of thunder showers, look at this towering cumulus that Larry Wazlewski captured through the lens of his camera earlier today. That's beautiful. And then sunbeams at sunset. Joshua Victoria, thanks for submitting that one. That is a beautiful scene from the northwest side of Tucson. And here's one more for you, the sunbeams. Mark Spear out there towards Sabino Canyon captured that one. Share at kgun9.com is the address if you've got any of those beautiful pictures to share with us as well. Let's take a look at the radar, and we continue to see some light showers just to the south of Tucson. But boy, take a look at that activity across Santa Cruz County right now, all moving from east to west, and some pretty strong thunderstorms embedded in here. Some pretty heavy rain moving across Nogales, and these will start to dissipate over the next hour or so. But around Patagonia, you'll see some pretty heavy rain, probably around Tubac as well, as these storms pass over the next half hour to an hour. Overnight tonight, we'll drop down into the lower 80s, and then early tomorrow morning we'll quickly rise into the 90s. But and then those scattered showers and thunderstorms come back into the forecast tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures across the southwest right now, 60s and some 70s, and some of the higher elevations. Still hot, though, to the west, where we see that dry air holding on to that heat. 69 in Denver right now, 74 in Memphis, 69 degrees in Seattle. Let's take a look at the numbers for tomorrow in case you're traveling. Pretty warm in the Central Plains there, 80s and 90s, and that comes with some humidity as well. 74 in Buffalo, 86 in Atlanta. Across the nation tonight, pretty quiet to the east, so let's focus on the west. That's where we've got the high pressure setting up right over kind of the Utah-Arizona border there, right over the Four Corners, and that's a favorable position to swing that moisture around and right on into our area. That's what we're seeing tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout much of the southwest. Now, again, this will start to dissipate overnight tonight. It'll kind of clear out a little bit, and then we'll regenerate those thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. Some nice looking moisture moving in here on the dew point forecast. Take a look at that in the 50s and 60s for tomorrow. That's pretty favorable for thunderstorms, and we hold on to that moisture tomorrow night and right on into Monday as well. So there's some good news there, and as the futurecast shows, we will see a good chance of showers and thunderstorms coming in here tomorrow afternoon. And then look at tomorrow evening, showing a pretty strong line of thunderstorms from Tucson up to about Phoenix, and then another chance of showers and storms coming in here on Monday. So things are looking up around here to get some rain to finally fall across southeastern Arizona. Overnight lows tonight, not cooling off all too much, right around 80 degrees in the lower elevations. And then tomorrow, highs back into the low 100s, right around 100 degrees. And we're going to stay there right on through the next week, into next weekend probably, and got a good chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. That includes Tucson, and again on Monday. And we're going to keep a chance of those showers and storms each and every day right on into next weekend. Now that's looking more like monsoon.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. You got to pay attention because there's a lot of outdoor activities like
remember,
games
this
and all that.
ground's going to have a hard time soaking up some of that rain, so flash flooding is going to be a potential now.
Here it comes, yeah.
Erica Weston here now. And Erica, basketball surprise in the middle of summer.
I haven't seen this much buzz around the Summer League in a really long time. But yeah, this year's Summer League is making the 2016 draft class look not so good. A couple former Wildcats shine in Las Vegas this weekend. Plus, a trip to the state title game on the line for a couple local Little League teams. Highlights from Purple Heart Park coming up. Stay with us. You're watching KGUN 9 on your side.